So essentially, this report sort of confirms our worst fears in terms of the really truly devastating situation which Gaza is experiencing right now. Pretty much all 2.2 million people are hungry, meaning that they are in crisis or worse food security situation. About 577,000, meaning more than 500,000 people, are already in catastrophic levels of hunger, meaning they're essentially starving. That is like 1 in every 4 people who's already starving. Just to put that in perspective in terms of the world, right now we have about 129,000 people who are in this type of catastrophic situations worldwide. And in Gaza alone, you have over 500,000 people, which is like 4 times more. And you know, what is really disturbing is not just the scale of this or the magnitude of this crisis, but also at the speed that it has happened. And in terms of, you know, what needs to happen, I think first and foremost, people, they need food, they need water, they need health facilities, they need shelter, they need pretty much everything. Famine is almost like admitting defeat. Famine is fait accompli. It's like it happened on our watch. People died. Nothing worse than that, right? So now in the Gaza case, the first condition is already met, right? There are more than 20% of the people who are starving. Then there are 2 other conditions, meaning on the nutrition side and on the mortality side, meaning on the death rate side, which are not met yet. Why? 1, because we don't have the data. 2, that Gaza started from, people were relatively okay when it started. So they are falling very quickly, but it may take a few months before all 3 of these conditions are met. So there's something called the Famine Review Committee, which is part of the IPC, which looks at the analysis. Their conclusion is basically that if the war continues the way it is, if the assistance is not coming in the way it should, we will be looking at a famine in the next 6 months. Whether it happens in 2 months or whether it happens in 3 months, it's anybody's call. But bottom line is that we will get there if this war doesn't end and it doesn't come in. Because also people don't realize that, even before the war, I think about 2/3 of Gazan population was dependent on assistance. So in Gaza, literally the entire population, according to this report, is in phase 3 and above. Okay. Now, breaking that down into the phases, this is what I was saying, that about 21% of the population, meaning 478,000 people, are in crisis level. Then almost 1.2 million people are in emergency level. And then 577,000 people are in catastrophe/famine level. North is it's the worst, right? And in the north there are 30%. You will, when the report comes, you will see there is a table there which will show you all of this. There are about 30% of the people who are in IPC phase 5. Okay. In the south, there is a differentiation between two categories. One is South IDPs and the South resident populations. But it's not really a differentiation because, it's a small place, so everybody's kind of all together. Situation may be a little bit better in terms of how many people are in IPC phase 5. Humanitarian ceasefire matters. Access matters. Supply chains working and us being able to reach people where they are matters. And if it doesn't, then we pay in lost lives, which we are paying.